Welcome back, YouTube. Sensei Domino here. This video is the first of two where I'll be showing the football card pickups from my most recent COMC orders. This video will focus on cards from the 1950s through the 1970s. And I will start with a Dallas legend, Doke Walker. This is a 1954 Bowman. Card isn't in the best shape. It's got some corner wear, and down here, which I don't think it'll pick up on camera, maybe right there, it looks like the card was kind of pressed down on that corner, and so it's kind of scrunched up a little bit. But Doke Walker is a legend in my area. He played at Highland Park with Bobby Lane, and he was eventually his teammate with the Detroit Lions as well. And he won the Heisman Trophy with the SMU Mustangs. And he only played 6 years, I believe, in the NFL. He's a 5-time Pro Bowler, won 2 championships, was the scoring leader twice. And he was just a very, very, very good football player. And I wanted to pick up a card of his, and this is the first card that I've been able to pick up that was kind of affordable, I suppose. I mean, his cards aren't super expensive, but I also wasn't looking to break the bank either. So I'm happy to pick up this card, even in this probably 3 or 4 grade range. It's still real nice to pick up. Pro Football Hall of Famer, College Football Hall of Famer. Next, let me pull this out of the sleeve. This is one of the cards that I contacted COMC about, one of the 10 that I've mentioned in several videos that I sent a message to COMC about, complaining about the damage on the cards and them not meeting the standards of where they were listed. And this is a 1955 Bowman Ollie Matson. I love that shot of him. He's just screaming into the photo. That's pretty cool. But this card, I believe, was damaged in the mail. It's otherwise a really nice card, but I don't know if you'll be able to see it. This is one of those oversized cards, and they put it in a regular size top loader when they sent it. And I believe that this, if it wasn't, see there you can see it a lot better on the back. It was just kind of squinched up. You know, it might not have happened this time around. It might have happened with the previous owner of this, but it was clearly in the wrong size top loader and got squinched up. And so I was kind of disappointed in that. I mean, if you look at it, I suppose it could have been in the scan and I wouldn't have noticed it. But still, with that squinching, I didn't think that this was in the EX range, but unfortunately COMC kind of disagreed with me, and this was the one card that I messaged them about where they rejected it and said that this would still, in their opinion, fall in the category of EX. I don't see it. I think this could be a 4, maybe even a 3 at best. But otherwise, the card has pretty decent eye appeal. And, I mean, I guess I'm okay with it. There's a little corner damage down on the bottom. But otherwise, it's okay. It's a pretty nice card, even with the squinching. And happy to add it to the collection temporarily. It might pass through. I might try to pick up a better copy. Let me get this back on the top loader. I have it in the proper size top loader. had to do these larger cards right. This next card, this is pretty cool. This is an Alex Karis rookie card, 1959 tops. Growing up in the 80s, I watched quite a bit of Webster, and Alex Karis was the father on Webster. And as I got older, I saw him in Blazing Saddles, and he played Mongo on Blazing Saddles. And so, pretty big Alex Karis fan, and he was a great Hall of Fame player in the NFL, and wanted to pick up his rookie card. And it's a pretty nice condition card as well. There is some corner wear, a little bit right there on that corner, but otherwise it's a pretty nice, pretty clean card, pretty well centered. Happy to add that to the collection. These next two cards, these are from the 1954 Philadelphia set, and I just thought they were kind of cool. So the first one I'll show you is, this is a Cowboys Play of the Year card, and it's got a picture of Tom Landry on it, and it also has a picture of the Cotton Bowl, the house that Doke built. This was before Texas Stadium, and it shows the Cowboys Play of the Year, the diagram of the play. And I just thought this was kind of cool. This very well might be the first time Tom Landry appears on a card as the Cowboys head coach. I don't know that for certain, but if it is, that's really kind of cool. And so I kind of wanted to add this to the collection. I don't have any Tom Landry cards, either from his playing days or as a coach. I don't even have his whatever retirement card from the '89 score set. I just haven't ever picked them up. So it's really kind of cool to have a Tom Landry card in my collection, and kind of excited about this one. It's not in tip-top shape, but it's not bad. It's got a rough cut, but as I've said before, I like the rough cut. A little bit of edge damage over here, little corner wear there, down here, but overall it's not too bad. Happy to pick it up. And I also picked up another legendary coach from that same set. This is the Coach Shula card in the Colts Play of the Year. It's not as centered as well, but I think it has better corners, better edges than the Landry. And I think Beckett-wise, I think it's more valuable as well. And this very well could also be Shula's first card as a coach, so for the Baltimore Colts. Pretty happy to add this to the collection. Little corner wear, not too bad. Nice card. Next we have Cowboys legend, Bullet Bob Hayes, one time the fastest man in the world. This is a 67 Philadelphia. Little corner damage, but overall pretty decent card. Little edge chipping or wear. Not a big fan of the backs of this set. Kind of plain. And I don't know if this brown maroon color works either, but still not too bad, I suppose. Here's another card. This is another card that let me get it out of the top loader. This is another card that I contacted COMC about, one of the 10, and it's from that same 67 Philadelphia set. This is a Hall of Famer Tommy Mcdonald. And I suppose if you look at it like this, you don't see anything wrong with it. But you tilt it a little bit, and it's got a crease straight down the middle of the card. And you flip it over on the back, and you can see it as well. That's not a wrinkle. That's a full-on crease. This card was folded. This card was bent at one point in time or another by somebody. And so there's no way this is EX. This isn't even in the vicinity of EX. This is like good or poor. No, it's probably good. This was not good. So they agreed. They went ahead and credited my account the price that I paid for this card, and this was one of the two that I wasn't able to find a replacement for because they just didn't have another from the 67 Philadelphia set that I was happy with. So I actually moved back to a 65 Philadelphia, which is kind of cool because in that 65 set, he's actually on the Dallas Cowboys. So I was happy with that replacement, actually. And hopefully it shows up in better shape than this one. Let me put this back in the sleeve. Sorry if I knocked into the camera, that was unintentional. Next card, moving into the 70s. This is a 1970 Kellogg's 3D Alex Karis. Just kind of wanted to add this to his rookie card. Didn't cost a whole lot. It's really nice shape. Doesn't have any cracking or anything like that. I wouldn't buy a Kellogg's card if there was cracking on it. I have no interest whatsoever in it. I don't care who the guy is. No interest whatsoever. I think it just kills the appeal of the card. So this is really nice, really clean. Happy to add it. Next we have a 1972 Bob Hayes. It's not in the greatest shape, but it's not bad. It's got some corner wear, a little bit of edge damage. It's almost kind of crimped right here. But overall, I guess it's not too bad. I didn't have a whole lot of Bob Hayes in the collection, so what I was trying to do is just kind of trying to build up a Bob Hayes collection. And that Philadelphia and this one was where I decided to start. Still, even in the condition it's in, it's satisfactory. I'm okay with that. Moving on to 1975. And this is Kenny the Snake Stabler. I was a pretty big fan of the Raiders growing up, and their bad boy image kind of appealed to me, so I've got an appreciation for Ken Stabler. And for whatever reason, I like lefty quarterbacks. There's not a whole lot of them. And they've always sort of appealed to me in a weird way. So happy to add that. Picked up another card from that same set. Here's Hall of Famer Jack Ham, great linebacker for the Steel Curtain. Another team I have a great appreciation for. You know, I might be a Dallas Cowboy fan, but I do give respect where respect's due. And you know, as I was talking about the 70s, I mean, you can't think about 70s football and not think about the Steelers. They were a super dominant team, so got a lot of respect for a lot of players on these Steelers teams. Speaking of those Steelers teams, I thought this was kind of cool. It's a little cut funny, like diamond cut, I guess is what it's called. But I thought this was kind of cool. Get a quarterback, save 25 cents when you buy a big meal. Big Mac, large soft drinks, large French fries. Mcdonald's coupon. It's kind of cool. From 1975. Just decided to pick it up. Kind of quirky item to add to the collection in the Steeler heydays. I picked up this 1976 Terry Bradshaw as well. Pretty decent shape, a little bit of edge damage right here. Some corner touching, but not too bad. It's got some nice eye appeal. Happy to pick this up. My Terry Bradshaw collection isn't very strong, so wanted to add a few. Kind of focused on it, you know, the lower end stuff, I suppose. Here's a 1978 Terry Bradshaw. This one's pretty clean, pretty nice, pretty well centered as well. He actually cracks me up quite a bit on TV too. He's got a great sense of humor. And got one last card also from that 1978 set, Steve Largent. I believe this is his second year card. He was a really good wide receiver. And I didn't have a whole lot of Steve Largent cards, so I wanted to add some from his early playing days, and this is where I'm getting my start. Anyway, that's all of the, I guess, vintage basketball or vintage football cards that I have in this order. I've got, I don't know, probably 10 or 12 cards left that are modern that I'll be doing in a video here shortly. Until then, thanks for watching the video, and I'll talk to you again soon.